Hi there YouTube, Mr. Globert here, and hello to QF Aviator Nick and Aviator 997. G'day. We're looking at the fuel price here at Tennant Creek. It's 189.9 up in Borroloola. On the other hand, where we're going to, I said that wrong, Borroloola. Borroloola. We have 176. There's a couple of other considerations as well. The main one being here at Tennant Creek, fuel handling services, Shell, 24-hour avgas Bowser is Shell fuel card only, MC and V with a PIN access only. Whereas down in Borroola, we have a wonderful 24-hour avgas Jet A1 self-serve credit card swipe Bowser. We can actually get fuel out of that one. So we're going to go to Borroola with the current tanks, and we'll refuel at Borroola. Oh yeah, just give copious amounts of toilet rolls. Of which there were none in my supermarket, so I didn't even have to worry about fighting anyone for them because there wasn't any there. Yes. Hi there, Toilet Inspector, with your newfound powers. Here's our wonderful airplane, right where we left it. Let's get inside the airfield and take this plane where we're going, which is McArthur River Mine and Borroola. We have about, how many gallons? We did note it down. It was nearly 80 gallons. 79 gallons, we'll call it. And this aeroplane burns about 15 an hour to... We want an hour of reserve fuel plus enough to get to the mine site, which is about half an hour. So we'll take it 1.5 hours. 2 hours to get there, plus an extra 1.5, 3, 15. Let me do some math here. Just checking that we have enough fuel to get there. It's got 15 plus 4. Yep, we've got enough. We've got 60 gallons to get there, and we have about 70 on the plane. Brilliant. Alright, so let's jump on board, open the door here, and on we get. Cool, remove before flight. And we'll turn on power, drop the flaps. You have to hold down the flap button for the flaps to be moving. We're not quite on vatsim yet. We will be in a second once I remember to turn it on. Thanks for that reminder. It's a ILT, it's a BE35. Connect. Let's talk about our flight planning. So, our flight planning today is YTNK to YBR, I think it's BRL. Someone's popped online. And the route of flight today is essentially direct. We also have Mount Isa control zone on. Pity he's not controlling us. Maybe he could be. Maybe he could be. Alrighty, out of Tennant Creek we're going to fly a pretty much direct straight line to McArthur River Mine, which is YMHU. And to YBRL. Gonna call it VFR. Maybe about 2 hours, 10 minutes. And apparently we have 3 hours and 40 minutes on board. 160 knots, ground speed, airspeed, true airspeed. And we're going to be up to, going ever so slightly east today, so it'll be 7,005. Some VH-ILT. It's an A performance planned. Alright, we're sitting here in the apron. We're going to taxi out to the runways. Let's check out what we're doing with the weather. Tennant Creek showing wind 140 at 11. Which gives runway 11 as the best option. 07 as the second best. I still haven't received a call from work and I'm due in there at 7 AM. So I'm going to be in there at about 6:30. Hopefully we'll get sent home. More likely we're going to be staggered home. So I'm not really feeling that great. Got a bit of a issue with my throat at the moment. A moist nose, it's not really dripping. There's a bit of phlegm and coughiness in there. So yeah, I might have COVID-19 or more likely just have a common average cold. Anyway, it's time to do the walk around. Let's do it. Alrighty, flaps. Here are the flaps. Let's give them a tug. Yeah, looks solid. My work should have a work from home program, which they weren't quite ready to roll out on Friday, which is a pity. Telstra got it done. Telstra's working from home this week. Yeah, I don't care about Kiev. Kiev can go into Russia itself. What are they doing over here? You see, you say it's a good ATC, but it's really just, you know, Kiev by itself. So if you do circuits in Kiev, that'll be great. But if you want to fly from Kiev to anywhere else, not so great. At this point, Mount Isa is more... 133.2, eh? Don't have you on the list, but we'll see how it goes. Cool, the right wing's looking okay. Tie down is off. Looking in there, pretty much got a full tank. Nice. Alright, that's what, 8.5 quarts. Hi there, Owen, how are you doing? Yep, another almost full tank. Beautiful. Tie downs are off. Pitot heat. Pitot static is off. Ready to go. Yep, that's looking good, and the that wing is great. Cool. Flaps are looking okay. There's a static valve. Oh yes, I do like these. Trim tags are looking okay. Gotta love that. Whole back of the plane just looks brilliant. Alrighty, boot is locked. There's a second static port, and in we get. Alrighty, let's get that door closed. And here we go, it's 34 degrees inside the aircraft. Upon entering cabin, pre-flight complete, passengers briefed. I'll do it in a second. Seatbelts on with the shoulder harness on. I'm just going to leave mine off until we get onto the runway. Flaps currently down. Radios off. Yep, avionics off. Circuit breakers. All of those are in. Autopilot is off. Rotating beacon on. Gear switch is down. Fuel selector doesn't match which tank, they'll be both fine. Engine start, mixture rich. Prop full. Throttle full. Battery on. 3 green. Auxiliary pump till we get fuel flow into the green. On. There it is. Mag switch ready to go. Next stuff happens a little bit quickly. You all ready? Things are going to get loud. Get your headsets on, and we'll have the avionics on in a little bit. Clear prop. No one's around. Good. And we're running. Flaps coming up. Actually, avionics on. Flaps 10. Alternator is in. Okay, mixture is leaned. Very lean. Avionics are on, cowl flaps open. John Deaton, g'day. Care for taxi, radio's on, transponder alt.
Traffic.
We're going to McArthur River Mine, MHU. I'll get airborne first and I'll talk about what we had to do to get here. Transponder, altitude. Cool, let's have a listen. Also someone said something about a frequency. What was that? 133.2. cool, we'll leave it there for the moment. Let's have a look at the ATIS. Zero 08. Cool.
Automated Weather Information Service. Tennant Creek Airport. Time 0814 Zulu. Wind 120 degrees magnetic at 11 knots. Visibility 14 kilometers. Cloud clear below 10,000 feet. Temperature 34. Dew point 9er. QNH 1011 hectopascals. Rainfall last 10 minutes nil.
The Marshall. And cool. Alright, so we have QNH 1011, wind 120 at 11, which puts us on runway 1, is that? Yeah. One zero one one set. Same there. Cool. So fuel quantity gauges are both pretty good. We've actually got some in the tip tanks as well that we can transfer once we're able. And we're going to stick in the nearest airports, Tennant Creek and Wabari. Happy with that. Tennant Creek Multicom 126.7. Traffic Tennant Creek, India Lima Tango is a Beechcraft Bonanza. We're taxiing runway 11 via entry backtrack. We'll call once on the runway. Traffic Tennant Creek. Cool. Alright, let's move on out to the runway. Gonna select 7,500 since we are slightly eastbound today. Parking brakes off. Chance for Borroola, the only thing that we've got is the ERSA, ERSA, that's the only thing. Yeah, the traffic button, traffic sound is quite loud. I'd love to get it into my headset instead of on the outside. I'll probably figure out how to do that one day. Gonna head down towards the runway. I'm just gonna hold short of the runway into the maybe in the nook over here. That looks good. Do the run-ups. Thousand. There we go. Let's close that up. And let's go full rich on the mixture. Looking for 1800 RPM. There it is. Right in the green, just on the top tip of the green. And we'll take out left magnetos. Drops 100, 75 really. And the right ones, nice and smooth, 75. And drop it back. Down we go. Thousand RPM. Alright, ready for takeoff. Takeoff checks. Brakes. Yep, we've done all that stuff. Controls free and correct. Check. Fuel pump is off. Fuel selector. Let's check the tanks. We should be on. It's much of much. That's both the same. Which one's the lower one on this side? It'll be the the left tip. Right. Left tank it is. For takeoff. Prop fully in. Engine gauges are all in the green. Flap set 10, trim. Trim's right on the neutral. Gonna stick it on the 3. Flaps are set, cowl flaps are open. Windows and doors secure. Let's give it a good push. Yep, all good. And takeoff check is complete. 26.7. I'm on 26.7 as well. Mick. Yep. Traffic Tennant Creek. India Lima Tango is entering to backtrack runway 11. Should probably chuck in 120.5 as 122.8 Unicom. There we are. Traffic Tennant Creek, India Lima Tango is a Beechcraft Bonanza entering runway 11 backtrack. Yeah, America have planes coming out of their eye holes over there. At least they used to. Now not allowed to fly an international flight into the place for the next few weeks. Let's get all the lights on. every light that I can think of. Without even the panel lights. Alright, we're going to cross a runway. Traffic, Tennant Creek, India Lima Tango is entering to backtrack runway 11. We'll be crossing into runway 07. All once clear. And around we go. Traffic, Tennant Creek, and your Lima Tango's departing runway 11. It'll be a right-hand crosswind departure. Mixture fully rich. Everything is fully forward. Checking the heading. I'm seeing a heading of 110, which is correct. Let's go. Take the gear up. Gear is up. And flaps. Flaps are up. Pass the town as far as we can, and then we'll make our way over. Tennant Creek traffic, India Lima Tango is climbing through 2,500, turning on to heading outbound to McArthur River. Traffic, Tennant Creek. What's the heading? And traffic, Tennant Creek heading was 030. Try and stay inside the 3 miles. Move our head a little forward, there it is. Prop RPM 2500 set, and going to bring back the fuel flow down to 15. One big swoop right like that. Still inside 3. Rossi, how you doing? Okay, it's probably time to get the flight director on. Gonna ask it for the nav mode. And we're gonna arm 2500, tell it that we want to climb. And we'll give it some power. There we are. Feet to go. Never really a fan of Rugrats, unfortunately. I did like the theme tune, that was cool. Going to introduce the fuel pump so we can pump some fuel out of our tip tank into our main tank. By the time we get down to McArthur River Mine, we should have empty tip tanks and just be on the inner tanks.
Traffic Tennant Creek, Fortis 3 is a Supermarine Spitfire, taxiing out to runway 07 for departure.
Let's switch over to the centre, 133.2. See who's there. Do we want flight following today or not? Yeah, that was, I think it was Lockheed. Yes, it was. I need to pull back on the power a little touch. Set at 155. Move the EGT up again.
Velocity 363 when vacated. Taxi via Bravo to the bay.
When vacated,
Oh, that's nice. Coming up well. Find out where the peak is. Feels to be about there. Yep, we've dropped it past the peak. Bring it back up to peak and ever so slightly over again. There it is. We are leaned up. Hey, Tyler is controlling. Time 43, current time is 33, that's 1 hour out. 8, 9, 4. Yeah, that'll be 9:42. Let's get some paper down here, ILT 75. left at time 3, was it 2.9? So 43 or 42? 43. Heading 030 essentially. Tennant Creek on 112.9. Oh, there it is. Cool, 19-20 miles. Brisbane Centre, India Lima Tango, Beechcraft Bonanza, 7,500, 20 miles north of Tennant Creek, heading 030, request flight following.
India Lima Tango, Senegade squawk 4315.
Squawk code 4315. Don't even take it.
Aussie 363, go ahead. Aussie 363 can go Alpha to Beta. India Lima Tango, no observed or reported IFR traffic. Area QNH 1011.
Copy QNH and the traffic, India Lima Tango. Cool, so we have our Brisbane Centre monitoring our progress. We have ADS-B pushing out data so we can actually see where we are. Just going to check a little detail here. On the charts, TAC PCA. That's what I'm after, PCA. This little chart shows you the coverage of various radio systems. There's Tennant Creek, we're pushing straight across into McArthur River Mine. So yeah, we're inside the coverage. If we are, how high do we need to be? Is it 10,000? Well, we're well inside the coverage, so I think we'll be fine. Yeah, there's one at Tennant Creek, there's one at this UNDW, don't know what that is, and I think there must be another one at the mine. Right, okay. We're flying over one into another. Okay. I'm happy with that. stay down here. We could go up to 9,500 if we really wanted to. Above 10,000 we need to be on oxygen. Let's take a look at this. Warning, severely reduced visibility due to bushfire smoke, which is common over large areas north of Tennant Creek between April and November. Miles to McArthur River, we have 187 miles. As I said, we want to empty out our tip tanks on this leg, which I'm currently working towards. Okay, McArthur River Mine, we have airfield elevation 136. Have an AWIS. I do have Avgas and Jet A1, but it's available via contacting the airport operator, and it's that's apparently open daily. That's nice. But I'm thinking on Sundays I'll have a call out fee of some sort. We don't need fuel. We're going to track right on it, unfueled to Borroola. Let's give the Met a call, see what the AWIS is doing up there. Double 225.
Automated Weather Information Service, McArthur River Mine Airport. Time 0841 Zulu. Wind 170 degrees magnetic at 3 knots. Visibility 25 kilometers. Cloud clear below 10,000 feet. Temperature 35. Dew point 11. QNH 1008 hectopascals. Rainfall last 10 minutes nil. Automated weather info.
And there we go. McArthur River showing QNH 1008. Temperature 35 and wind 1703. 17. Yeah, runway 24. Coming up from the south, so we'll probably just enter straight into a downwind. So it would be Tango November Victor. That's the aircraft that was out the front of the air show. The one in my picture. As Marshall actually said, yeah. Funny. Yeah, Tango November Victor, the 152. Not a bad looking aeroplane. Not a fan of 152s, but you know, a bit of a bigger boy. I need something a bit, you know, bigger. We're by behind us, Tennant Creek's closer, McArthur River Mine 175 up ahead. Your wallet likes 152s. My fuel planning doesn't like 152s. Going to bring that manifold pressure all the way back up. Dirk Weegers. That's a very Dutch looking name. How you doing? Yep, meant for training and not for comfort. They're also not really meant for going anywhere in. Very short range. Yeah, but Dirk, where do you come from? I have a friend that person who used to be a friend, still a friend on Facebook, maybe it counts. They live at Den Haag, The Hague. She plays violin, has played in the one of the radio symphony orchestras up there. Also gives violin lessons and piano lessons apparently. Check my second altimeter down to 1008. There it is. So it's 7,005. It's essentially at ground level or sea level even. .5, isn't it? 22 and a half. We're sitting at 160 knots. We need to be at 100 knots. That's 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5. So that's plus 5 there. .5, right? Might add another mile. 28. So between 30 and 28 miles we'll start our descent. Gotta love all that airspace that the Air Force Base owns. Half of Northern Territory, man. Look at that. All that's RWF stuff. So yes, you certainly can stall a tomahawk and it will bite you. It'll bite you hard. This flight should be about 2 hours. We are stopping at McArthur River Mine. We're going to walk around a little bit and then we'll take off again and then head on to Borroloola. Let's see what they do at McArthur River, eh? Zinc mine. Cool. Lead and silver.
Qantas 566. Qantas 566, go ahead.
Qantas 566, request climb on standard multiple 380.
Qantas 566 and climb on standard mile level 380.
Started 1995.
Multiple 380.
Open cut mine now. Used to be an underground. Go. This is what the township of Borroola has been protesting recently, is the seepage of the tailings storage facility hitting the creek. It's essentially made the water in Borroola a problem, especially since a lot of people have been fishing in the McArthur River for generations essentially. And food for dugongs. How about that? I didn't know Aborigines ate dugong. Intriguing. Oh, look at this. A waste dump at the mine has been burning since 2013. Pyrite iron sulfide. Overheated and ignited. The rock was misclassified in its environmental impact statement. Photos of smoke coming from the mine emerged again in 2015. So this thing burning non-stop for 2 years. Sightings of smoke again in 2016. Very interesting. Threatened to close the mine unless it improved its environmental practices. Okay, great. Good work, McArthur River Mine. And all flights to Darwin, probably in the, what do they call those things? Embraer 120s. Yeah, $1 billion rehab of the area. Awesome. Yeah, we have a landing gear lever right there. I'll have a look on the outside of the aeroplane now. There she is. Landing gear up, stowed away, covered up. I do love this tiny rotating beacon sitting there. Womp, womp, womp. Great looking airplane. Yeah, it's nice to fly some small aeroplanes. I like to do it once in a while. That's why I decided to do this trip around Australia before we get the new sim. And hopefully by the time the new sim is done, we can travel the other way around. Yeah, that's 3/4. I ate fish and chips for dinner. So the controller's still here? Yes. Oh well, it is late on a Sunday. It's probably enough time for you on the sim. Now, fish and chips are a Sunday food just before you get away. Giving up fish and chips? Why would you do that? Just about emptied out the left tank. Got the last bit of a drain. Then we'll swap over to the right tank and pop the right tank into the left, into the right side. Auxiliary fuel pump is off for the moment. Switch over to the other side. Here we go. Auxiliary pump on and switch. Yes, the old diabetes. Ever seen that video? How the guy mispronounces the word diabetes. Of course, it's American. Suction's doing pretty good. Let's give this a bit of a tap on the tacho. Yeah, it's going well. So if you click on it, it'll make the tachometer bounce a bit. Same thing down here with the fuel. Good stuff. I can't see you yet. Are you behind me or in front? I'm seeing behind. I can't see behind me because I'm not in a Spitfire. I'm in a real plane. Sorry, Spitfires, I know. think the Spitfire is the nicest plane of its era, but it is a fighter. I don't fly fighters. Tap on the master switch, everything goes off. Funny. How far are we out? 24. Going 183 ground track knots. Dylan's down there. What's Dylan in? Can't tell. Brunchilly Station. Brunchilly Station. Oh, there you are. At our level. Yeah, you can still get the cockpit on the ground. That's fine. Brunchioi, Brunchilly. Ah, that's the Kidman station. Cool. Brunchilly Station, situated on the beautiful Barclay Table in Northern Territory. 4,500 square kilometres. 24,000 head of cattle. The S. Kidman & Co. There's Brunchilly Station. And we're over it now. That little patch of green. The old dot command should work. That's dot C1 COM1 radio. Dot C1 space 11, whatever the frequency is, to at least at least 2 decimal points. I believe it's hard coded into the vatsim network rather than in your sim, so it should work on all the sims. That said, I've never used X-Plane before. I reckon we should too. Yeah. What cyber city are you on again, Aaron? Don't put it on 152, by the way. That'll scare him.
Paulina 108 Lima, when ready, descend flight level 130. Paulina 108 Lima, when ready, descend flight level 130. You can also contact me 120.55. Paulina 108 Lima, contact me 120.55.
Aussie, Vtail, how you doing? Have we been cancelled? Like everything else? All the symphony orchestras have cancelled their concerts, all the football games have been cancelled, or at least the audience has been. Yeah, I saw the TCAS, that's Lachlan buzzing me. Comes down for a little bit of a buzz and then he disappears again. Yep. McArthur River and Borroloola. Borroloola.
Plane 108 Lima, go ahead.
Flight level 280 and 30 for the set. California 108.
Airplane 108, thanks.
Apparently, but I can't see him. He's probably up my wing over there, past these curtains. He could be right over there. I wouldn't know it. Feet below me. Yeah, pretty much directly behind me. Got you there. Someone sent me something. Who was that?
Scooter 12 Brisbane Centre, sorry.
Scooter 12, go ahead.
Cool.
Are we able to get any
Thanks,
side
Daniel.
from Sydney anytime?
Probably a
Scooter
sensible
12.
thing to do rather than cancelling it out, right?
Scooter 12, stand by just 1 second. Scooter 12, start clearance available.
Scooter 12, go ahead.
Scooter 12, cleared the Rivet 3 runway 16 and ready descent flight level 250.
Cleared in Sydney on the River 3 arrival, runway 16 right. Descend when ready to flight level 250, Scooter 12.
Lima Tango, identification has been lost. Can I just get a reported distance from Yankee Mike Hotel uniform?
$84 miles to Yankee Bravo Mike, California 181. I'm asking me for distance for to Yankee Bravo Hotel Mike, California 181.
108 Lima, that wasn't for you.
Distance for
One of
Yankee
us here
Bravo
have a
Hotel
clearance.
Mike is,
It's not the
81
Spitfire.
Mike, California 181.
Airplane 108 Lima.
Both tanks are empty. Pump is off. And now on the main tanks only.
India Lima Tango, report distance from Mike Hotel uniform.
India Lima Tango is 80 miles.
India Lima Tango, thanks.
Flight level 230 and direct west lower, I brought down 181.
Airplane 108, Lima, continue descent to 130. Just track direct Hamilton Island.
Descending to flight level 130 and direct 1 please. Bravo Hotel Mike November Alpha Bologna 108.
War Thunder. I have seen it. I'd love to play it, but nah, I don't. I've seen other people play it on YouTube and stuff. Looks pretty cool.
Airplane 108, Lima, cleared to leave the controlled area, descending into Hamilton Island. No observed or reported IFR traffic. QNH 1010.
Descending to flight level 130 and QNH 1010 Airplane 108.
And our descent is 30 miles out. About 500 a minute down to 2,000 feet. Pushing in, then a right hand turn onto the downwind and a left hand turn onto the base. Runway's 2,500, we'll probably use half of it, come off and exit straight ahead. Runway 24, crosswind will be, I think it'll be slightly from the right. No, it's going to be from the left. We've already received our AWIS. Local traffic. Right hand circuits for 06, that doesn't apply to us, so this is the left hand circuits for us. Bird hazard exists. Pink galahs.
Airplane 108, Lima, cleared to leave the controlled area, descending, descent at discretion, report on the ground.
126.7.
Can you write me last message on text? I will have one right.
Gavolius, how are you doing? What part of the world are you hailing from today? It's a rather Greek looking name. There might be a Greek person from anywhere in the world. and I'm sorry if you're Croatian or something like that. I think I might have insulted you.
Control is controlled around. Thank you very much for your service. By my Econia 1, right?
Yeah, Galar is a normal kind of, I guess it's called derogatory term for someone who's dumb. Yeah, Galar.
Just 566 leaving controls. You're in over the OTC available 1TNK and 122 decimal 8 today.
122 decimal 8, cost 566, g'day.
Yeah, they are very pretty birds, very pink, a little bit of grey and white on them. Great looking birds. Bit of a pack animal at times. So they hang around in groups of pairs. So the pairs are tightly bonded together, but then you have a larger flock as well. Usually of about maybe 5 pairs. Kind of hang out together. Mostly eat grass seeds. Bit of fruit. Okay, just remembering we've got empty tip tanks now, nothing in there. Everything's in the mains, got about 3/4 on one. I'll probably switch over to the left tank for landing. $7,378, eh? The real life largest aeroplane going in there at the moment is an Embraer 120. I can't see you right in front of me. I can hear myself somewhere. Can't see it though. Ah, there we are. Look at that. Cool. There you are. Yeah, Borroola is just a, you know, Aboriginal town, which is one of those places where all the Aborigines got grouped together, and they used to be in family groups spread all over the landscape. Easy to manage if they're all in one place. Their township is on the McArthur River, which used to be a great spot for fishing apparently, barramundi especially.
Bravo, Whiskey Sierra.
And in 2015, the mine site that we're about to land on, they had a chemical spill into the river, which caused a fire which burned for 3 years without stopping. A fire that burned for 3 years. Lachlan Boyd's name is Lachlan Boyd, funnily enough. Haha. So yeah, that mine managed to put a whole bunch of chemicals into the McArthur River. Broke a bunch of the fishing, poisoned the landscape, all of that fun. Aborigines were very unhappy. I think the township got evacuated for a cyclone a year or two ago. But they're back there now. It's one of the main towns on the road between Queensland and Darwin, called the Savannah Way. And they actually have a bridge, a proper actual bona fide bridge that crosses the McArthur River. The G word, Greta. It's better your name is Greta and not Gretel. You could have Hansel and Gretel. I think we'll drop the flight following once we start our descent. We'll give him a estimate. Estimate is time 43, still is. It was time 43 when it began. It's time 43 now. You're a fan of Engelbert Humperdinck, I see, Mr. American Airlines. Engelbert Humperdinck's Hansel and Gretel opera. Very nice, opening for that one. Overture. Beautiful trumpet part in E natural.
Velocity 153,
really hard transposition.
To departure. Squawk 4300, departures 135.6.
It was hard, that fingering. There's a kind of cross thing where it does that movement. Bizarre. Hard on the hand, hard on the tuning.
Velocity 153, push at own discretion, case for report gate number. Push at own discretion and velocity 153, then gate 77. Velocity 153, thanks.
It is inefficient. It's also brilliant. 33 miles. First one said India Lima Tango is estimating McArthur River Mine at time 42, and we will cancel flight following for descent.
India Lima Tango, flight following, cancelled at time 33 and 1/4.
India Lima Tango, thanks. .7 Traffic McArthur River Mine, India Lima Tango is a Beechcraft Bonanza. We are 30 miles to the south of the mine and 7,500. We're going to begin descent into McArthur River, estimating circuit time 42 and circuit for runway 24 McArthur River. There's 30 miles, we'll do it all manually from here. Autopilot off.
India Lima Tango, this is 4-3, you're enjoying the escort.
Five. Maintain at 500 foot per minute descent rate. Going to come back on manifold pressure. Enriching the mixture ever so slightly. I'm going to conduct the old Hansel and Gretel. I do love that trumpet part. Good give or take the rest of the opera, don't really care about it, but trumpet in E. There's not many good parts for trumpet in E. It's one of the most mind-bending transpositions out there. Especially if you play it on B-flat trumpet. Now it's slightly easier to play on the C trumpet. Difficulty with the C trumpet is the intonation in that key is just horrific. E is always sharp, and when your E is sharp and it's also the actual tonic, you're going to have problems. You're going to have major problems. I've not seen 2Set's latest. I'll have to have a look. Okay, that's 3/4. We're going to switch tanks. Left tank, pump on. Actually, don't need it. Another part for trumpet in E by the Elbenberger Wozzeck. I've seen that before as a excerpt. That was horrifically horrid. Just to get your entire brain around. Transposing up a tritone. And it was essentially atonal music. Big like intervals, sevenths, minor sevenths, major sevenths. Six, augmented six, all that kind of weird, awkward intervallic structure, and you're trying to transpose every note that you see up a tritone. Paul Phibbs getting his Vtail out today, the week, sometime in the week. That should be good to see. I probably won't be flying this Wednesday. I'll try and get on for Friday, but I certainly will not be flying on Sunday, unfortunately. I've got stuff to do in the week, so Sunday is out. Saturday I'll probably get Friday night ops in. And I've got my mother over, not this week but the week after. Assuming she doesn't get grounded from flying for the coronavirus like everyone else is. But we'll assume that she's going to be here, which means no milk run for me on the 23rd. Yeah, extremely horrifying, transposing upper tritone while playing atonal music with large intervals everywhere. WOZZEK, W-O-Z-Z-E-K, by Alban Berg. Yeah, 3 flights. Essentially this is going to be 2 flights, one into the mine site and one into the township. A bit of turbulence bouncing this airplane around a touch. It's 14 miles now. Yeah, we want about 4,000 feet as we cross 13 miles. We'll be landing runway 24. Former 4,000 feet, 10 miles to go. Traffic McArthur River Mine, India Lima Tango is 10 miles south of the field, 3,500 feet. On descent, we'll be joining downwind runway 24. Estimated circuit time 43. Traffic McArthur River. Yeah, there's 3,000 feet, mixture coming up full rich.
Traffic McArthur River, Fortress Dres Type Supermarine Spitfire, 7 miles out for a fly up runway 06.
See the runway 06 points on the GPS there. So I'll come in probably, yeah, just off to the left slightly, and then we'll join a nice square downwind. Gives us a little bit more room to get in front of us. Now the field's in sight. Mine's in sight as well. Manifold pressure's good. We'll go to maximum RPM. Set. 2000. Flight director off. We're 1500 above. There's a road. That's where we want to be. Traffic McArthur River, India Lima Tango is turning downwind to runway 24.
Traffic McArthur River, 4-3 is on final runway 064, flyover.
Right, going to drop 10 flaps. Flaps 10 set. And another gear coming down. Gear down. Okay. Brakes are released. Undercarriage is down. 3 green. Mixture is fully rich. Prop is fully forward. Pumps are off. Fuel is set to the right tank. Seats and harnesses are secure. Essentially midfield downwind. Yes, a bit of up trim. That's a building and a half of that.
4-3 has finished flyover from Y2A. India Lima Tango, do you mind if we join off your left wing to follow you down, and then we'll go around and break off once you're on the ground?
That'll be fine, we're about to turn base. India Lima Tango. Traffic, McArthur River, India Lima Tango, turning base, runway 24. Runway's in sight. Okay, take out flaps 20. Traffic, McArthur River, India Lima Tango, turning final, runway 24, sorry. On second thoughts, I've got about flat 15 rather than 20, but good enough. Okay, let's go full flap. Set. We're at 65 knots. 70, that's good enough. Yeah, this airport's had a runway unextension. They've shortened the runway because of that new mining site open cut thing behind us.
Traffic.
Perfect, landing 97. Let's slow her down. And I'll come off over there. RPM coming up, we're going to reduce.
Nice landing there.
Next road.
India Lima Tango, this Fortis 3 will be in a left traffic pattern for landing runway 24.
Yes, very nice landing.
Traffic, McArthur River, India Lima Tango, vacated. Flaps up.
Traffic McArthur River, Fortis 3 is turning downwind for landing runway 24.
McArthur River Airport. Nice fuel bowser, pity we can't pay for it. Need a certain card that we don't have.
Traffic McArthur River, Fortis 3 is turning base runway 24 for landing.
Wing clearance is good. Don't like posting the 7.3. We took off from Essendon. We'll complete the tour at Essendon in about 6 months' time from now.
And to add to that, turning final for runway 24 for landing Fortis 3.
Yeah, the first thing in the tour was me driving a car to Essendon in the real world. And then we took off from Essendon and flew IFR to, I think it was Mount Hoppet. In this aircraft, in fact, funnily enough. 1000 RPM, parking brake. Okay, that's good enough. Avionics off, actually leave them on. go. Some random frequency that nobody's looking at.
Traffic.
Avionics off, and we'll shut it down. Yeah, I do have the Orbix. Also happen to live just down the road from real Essendon. I can just go there. Ah, no longer there, funnily enough. Do we still have some flap down? We do. Don't know how that happened. Get that all the way up. Alright, let's jump out. McArthur River Airport. Well, as it said in the Wikipedia article, there's only one airline that comes here. It's Air North. They fly their Embraer E120 turboprop up here. It's a wonderful looking turboprop with a big T-tail. Low wings. Fuel bowser. Very nice looking fuel bowser. Unfortunately, we can't get any fuel out of here without the shell card. Is that the avgas one? I imagine so. Yeah, that's under low lead. Look at it. Look at it sitting there laughing at us. $0.00. Here's the jet fuel. Jet A1. That'll be what the turboprops use. Yeah, there's Auckland over there. I won't walk in front. Well, that's alright. We've got plenty of fuel over in Borroloola. Yeah, let's sit here on the steps and just have a look at what we have. Document wise. So Borroola handling facilities, we have 24-hour avgas and Jet A1 self-serve via credit card. Woohoo, there is a world. And they also have aerial services account cards, no cash check or CarNet. That's right. Baz fuel, fuelability. Oh, they've got an entire website to check on the fuel availability. Didn't see that before. What's in there? This is the first time I've seen this thing. The avgas is now available again at Borroola. Yes. It is wet season, but there's only been one major rainfall so far this season. And that was several weeks ago, so it should be fine. Alright, let's head out there, and when we get to Borroola, just for planning purposes, there's Borroola right here. Borroola. This airport here, which is Ngkur, yeah, that one. Ngkur doesn't have any fuel at all. Numbulwara only has fuel for people with specialised cards. Groot Island has no fuel. It only has Jet A1 fuel for the Air North aircraft, so we can't pick up fuel from there either. We're going to have to go all the way out to one of these places up here to get fuel. Not the island, so we're going to miss the island as well. And Millingbiggy is our first position with fuel, and we might need to go to Ramanajing if there's not enough fuel there, because that is an island. So we're going to have to research the fuel, but the idea is that we're going to go to Borroola, we're going to fill it up all the way to the top, including the trip tanks. That gives us about 6 hours of fuel on the aeroplane, and we should be able to make it halfway to Darwin. Maybe even the entire way to Darwin. But yeah, full tanks in Borroola. That'll give us the most amount of options. There is the Air Force base, a little bit further inland, and we could go out to Darwin and then, yeah. Specialised fuel cards, they're not credit cards. They're specific to Shell or Mobil or BP, and you can't buy fuel off a credit card in those cases. Isn't that right? Aviator 907, when we got stuck with a credit card that didn't work. In, what was that place? Malakuta, which eventually half burned down 2 months later. It's the second time that's happened to me. The first time it happened in Canberra, of all places. Canberra, ACT, Australia's capital. Sorry, this credit card thing isn't working. Go back. Go find some other airport. Bye. Have good luck. Yeah, that was an interesting day. Anyhow, let's go up to Borroola. Cool. Let's turn that on. We've got warm engines. We don't need to do the fuel pump thing. Let's go straight ahead and turn it on. Up and up to about 50. Parking brake is set. Everything's clear. Clear prop. Beacon on. Easy. Look how quick that started. Brilliant. Cool. Avionics Master on. I think the right fuel tank is correct. That's right or left? Stay on the left, I think. We'll take off with the left and we'll switch over halfway through. Borroola is our next waypoint, 25 miles away. Hardly worth climbing. We'll climb up to about 3,005 and come on way back down. There it is, Borroola. We'll chuck in some flap 10. Lean it up. I'm leaning the mixture and that's actually increasing the RPM. That's brilliant. Drop the RPM back down to 1,000. Look, 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 look. Have 080. Is it 080 or 100? Yeah, go 095. Yep, that's right. Cool. It's runway 24. Is that dude on center still there? He is. Cool. Standby, there we go. Altitude in. Nothing happening over there. Checklist. Okay, engine start is completed. Cowl flaps open. Checking temps, all in the green. Radio's on, transponder on, altimeter is set 1007. Landing gear green. Already got the ATIS, QNH set. Parking brake, brakes test, and lights. Taxi lights on. Okay, doing the run-up test. Let's move on out. Traffic McArthur River Mine. India Lima Tango is a Beechcraft Bonanza. Taxiing out to runway 24. I'll call 1 holding short. Brakes are released.
Traffic McArthur River, Fortis 3 is a Supermarine Spitfire about to taxi for departure from runway 24. Glad we could get going. The engine's overheating and so am I. Have you got the reference?
Hello?
No.
Come on, Battle of Britain, anyone?
Battle of Borroola. Okay, coming to a stop here. Run up time. Mixture fully rich. Let's close this window. Good habit to get into. Run ups with windows closed. Probably won't suck anything out the window that small, but you know, if you're ever in a Cessna 172, you can suck your entire seatbelt out the window. Done it before.
Taxiing to the runway for taking off
1800
runway
RPM.
24. And we're 737, 800.
Please don't crush us.
Try not to.
And left magneto. Good. Prop RPM. Manifold pressure stays the same. Prop runs down. Becomes coarse and then fine. And then coarse and then fine. Hold it as coarse as possible for a couple of seconds, all the way back up. Drop the idle. Looking good at about 500 RPM. 450. It's starting to wobble a bit. There we go. Up to 1000 RPM. Lean it back out again. And we make the announcement. Traffic McArthur River, India Lima Tango, entering runway 24 to backtrack. Time is 05. I think the 737 will get there first, but it'll probably crash because the runway's too small. Spitfire will get there second, and the runway is plenty fine for a Spitfire. We'll get there in third, but we'll be the second to land without crashing. Alright, let's check the rest of those lights on. Auxiliary pump is off. Yeah, where is your landing gear? It's probably as much his fault as mine. His fault for not selecting a 737 of a livery that exists, and mine for having a 737 with a dodgy landing gear as the default white. We don't need to run the full length, but you know, why not? It's one of those things, you know. One of the most useless things in aviation is runway that you didn't use.
My canopy is open due to Spitfire regulations, and do not throttle up those engines because I do not want to be sucked out of this flight deck.
Time to do some run-ups.
Oh god, no.
Traffic.
Traffic, McArthur of mine, and your Lima Tango is turning around, backtrack, runway 24, departure, right hand, so again, left hand, crosswind. Just realise we can't turn right on this runway. Tailwind, interesting. That wind's spun around since the meta. Anyway, I'm ready to roll. That's runway 24. Seatbelt signs, well, seatbelts are all done up. Let's go.
Do you want to take off, Trent?
Yep. Raising knots on the climb out. Gear coming up.
Traffic, McArthur River, Fortis 3 will be entering runway 06 towards the 24 end.
Traffic.
1000 RPM. Go down to 2500, 1000 feet. There's 25 and a bit, 24 and a bit. Start that turn. Fuel flow to 25. Traffic, McArthur River. India Lima Tango is turning the left downwind. Continuing climb up to 3,500. India Lima Tango. Okay, we continue straight ahead past the mines, and then we'll continue on a left-hand turn there. Basically, there's a requirement to do a right-hand circuit if you're on runway 06 to put us in this position, so don't fly over the top of those mines, which sometimes do blasting operations, which is to say they blow up pieces of rock. You don't want to be over there hanging around over that when they blow it up with dynamite.
Traffic McArthur River, Fortress 3 is turning around for departure runway 24 in the backtrack.
Flaps coming up. Flaps up. So we only need to descend at 10 miles if we're at 3,500, which are busted through clearly. Found peak, and ever so slightly rich of that. There's a road heading north to Borroola. Can't see the river. Did I see it there? There it is. So it's just on the
X-ray Zero Papa, backtracking to runway 24 using every inch of the runway.
Good luck.
Thanks.
Cool, that's Borroola. Sorry. That's McArthur River Mine. We're off to Borroola. Borroola is this tiny little runway, 55 feet above sea level. Big enough for us, not sure about the 7.3. There's a little strip of concrete down the middle, but most of it's grass. And Amos. Not going to fly autopilot this one, just going to free fly. Zero 7 is it? 08, sorry.
Automated Weather Information Service, Borroloola Airport, time 1015 Zulu, wind 020 degrees magnetic at 5 knots, temperature 29er, dew point 19er, QNH 1009 hectopascals, rainfall last 10 minutes nil.
Hope you guys all heard that. Oh, QNH 1009, we'll get that sorted.
X-ray Zero Papa taking off runway 24.
Now coming off. Well into the yellow.
Try not to die.
Yeah.
Oh, that's because you're looking at
Okay,
Sakes on
we're
a Plane
alive.
as an aviation movie, but it's not. It's not an aviation movie. It's the equivalent of
That
Meet
was
the
very
Fockers.
anticlimactic.
that
You
kind of
took off before the end of the taxiway.
stuff. Soul Plane.
Yep.
It's a spoof about, you know, martial arts and disaster films. Gotta take it for what it is. Okay, let's roll this over here. That over there. Done. We almost need to make a broadcast now. In fact, we do. Time 22. Traffic Borroola, India Lima Tango is a Beechcraft Bonanza, 4,000 feet, 13 miles to the south of Borroola. Estimated circuit time at 2:02 and landing runway 02. Traffic Borroola. Brisbane said they disappeared on us, that's alright. It is getting late. $10 miles, start the
Holy crap, Trent's almost there. I'm gonna catch you though.
Traffic Borroola, India Lima Tango is 10 miles to the south of the field, setting out at 3,500 to join final runway 02. Right, right, we begin our descent, we can enrich the mixture ever so slightly. Let me go full rich at 1500. McArthur River.
Traffic Borroola. Fortress 3 is a type Supermarine Spitfire 10 nautical miles south of the field. Inbound for arrival at 02.
There's the road that comes through. You can see it over the river.
Ever held by a man in a Spitfire.
Field inside. Mixture fully rich. Prop fully forward. Brakes are released on the carriage. Okay, I'm going to slow down for that one. Okay, there we are, landing gear coming down. Take flap 10. Traffic Borroola, India Lima Tango is final runway 02.
Damn it, I'm gonna lose
Brakes.
this race.
Undercarriage is down. Mixture fully rich, prop fully forward. Pump
What's
is
more
off.
surprising is the
It's reset.
turbojet aircraft is gonna come last.
Yes.
And that's all set. Keep the speed up until the last minute, then we'll drop all the flap, lose all the speed and get on the ground. There's 500. Drop the power, drop the flaps. Flap 30. Bit of trim, 80 knots. $75. Back in 80.
I see Trent. I'm right behind him. Traffic Borroola Fortress 3 is turning final for runway 02.
Trim's a bit off. $138 on the ground. Yeah, all the way to the end, and then turning to the right.
Traffic Borroola Fortress 3 is going around because Trent is cheating and won't let me land.
Who's last now?
There's our fuel bowsers over there. Wonderful, wonderful fuel. Might as well fill it up now. Might as well have the fuel in our tanks instead of theirs. Traffic Borroola, India Lima Tango, vacated all runaways.
Be careful what you say. Fortress 3 is turning base again for runway 02 to land.
Ah, that's great.
I see you. You're right there.
I'm back, Aaron. And on.
Traffic Borroola Fortress 3 is on final, runway 02 to land. I hope we don't get crushed by a 737-800.
Alright, avionics go off, and we're going to drop some lights and all the power. Cool, let's jump out. Gonna put the fuel in. Put the fuel in now, and then we'll have full tanks, so they won't get any, moisture in them. That's one thing. And the other thing is anything that's in the tank that's not meant to be there will settle to the bottom. And when we get back in on Wednesday or Friday, whenever we're coming in to take the aeroplane out, we don't need to fuel up. We just jump in and go after we do our pre-checks. Let's jump out. Let's get that sorted. everyone else. Alrighty. Credit card, straight into there. Beep. Cool. Get the static system, which would be that thing there. And I'll stick it onto our exhaust pipe right here. And we're going to grab the big fuel. And I'll stick that into, firstly, the outer tip tank. Tip tank, up it goes. All the way to the top, but don't spill. Caps on. And some more fuel into that thing, caps off. Fuel up. There we go, all the way to the top, caps on. Yeah, there's Lockheed right there. And Dylan is probably that aircraft right there. On the inbound. Here we go. Now, easing the 737, coming into a tiny runway, which is 1,000 meters long, less. It's about 800 meters, 900 meters. Pittsburgh, yeah. It's not the greatest place in the world, is it? Not much scenery for it either. I'm not really up for buying scenery. But we'll see how it goes. I might fly the CRJ into Pittsburgh. There you go. 737, that's Borroola. Good work. Alright, to finish fueling up, I need to put some fuel into that thing there. Duk, 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 duk. And into the top tank up here. Very nice. We now have 120 gallons of fuel on board. That's 452 litres. 1,370 kilograms of fuel on board. Alright, we'll cash out the fuel. Chink. Okay, the fuel is done, and we'll get the there we go. The static line is retracted. That's the fueling. Let's see, where are we going to put the plane? I think we just stick it back there. Where does this thing say to park? No? No hints at all? Just anywhere? Alright, back along the fence line it is. Maybe up the north side. That could be better. Alright, let's do that. Towing time. Alright, you reckon pushing it back and then to the left? And all the way to the back. That'll be the walkway. That looks about right. Not convinced about putting it on the grass. Alright, so let's get our tie downs completed. Chocks on first. Chocks complete. There's a pitot probe to cover. And a tie down to put on. And there we are. Aircraft tied down, put to bed, control locked, and we're all ready to go. And it's full, ready to go. Good stuff. Alright, this aircraft has quite a lot of legs now between it and the next fueling stop. So full of fuel now. Can't fit another drop on the thing, and we're going to be flying it for almost 5 hours without refueling. Not in one leg, mind you. It's just that the next airports that we are flying to don't have fuel. I've looked it up. These dudes just don't have any fuel at the moment. We're currently at Borroloola. We're going to Ngkur, then to Numbawala, Groot Island. If we really needed to, we could go to Gove and pick up some fuel. There's a little airfield on that island there as well that we want to just have a look at. Want to go to Menanguida as well. But yeah, that'll be Menanguida is the next planned fuel stop, with Gove as an alternate if we need it. Fuel is hard to find up this part of the world. Well, that brings us to the end of an epic Sunday of vatsimming. I'll see you tomorrow, because tomorrow is Milk Run Monday. American Airlines pilot has figured it out. Bye mates. Lachlan, QF Aviator. Aviator 447, it's good to see you. Let me know about that flight going up to wherever it was on Easter. And hope to see you guys tomorrow. Till then, I've been Mr. Labour, and I hope you have enjoyed the flying. Ciao for now.